Hello children, welcome to our 8th English class. Children, today we are going to learn a poem called Somebody's Mother. Name itself says Somebody's Mother. Whose mother and why? The poetess called it as a somebody mother. And here in this poem, poetess is Mary Dovrey. She is a writer of the poem, and where she described love for a mother. See children, usually love for a mother, it means that a mother, the mother itself is something affectionate, love, kindness, right? It may says that a mother is a symbolic of a love, care and affection, right? So usually you think that somewhere you are missing your mother, okay, and if you observe that other mother, somebody's mother loving, caring her child, you first a first thought comes to your mind, that is your mother, that how she loves you, how she cares you, right? Mother in the sense, usually our mind comes that her love for a child, correct? Do you agree? Example, how can I say? For example, you have a one friend, okay? She used to irritate all the time, example, or she hurt you, she irritate you, and when the name of your friends comes, suddenly, immediately it comes to your mind that she irritate you, she trouble you, that will comes to your mind. Whereas if the word, the mother, when you heard the word mother, for your mind or your heart says her love, affection, care, and nowhere it focus that she hit you, she scold you, she trouble you, or she will order to do the work. Such thing never comes to your mind, because we know that how much if mother hurt you or if she hit you or scold you, there is a reason behind that, right? So the reason behind that was only the care, affection, that my child should not get to spoil or my child should not go into wrong side. So here the writer Mary, she says that what the intention of a title, somebody's mother, and whose mother here was, and what she was going to refer in this poem, that we are going to see in this poem, children. So I'll read the poem once. Half of the poem I will read, remaining half in the next class, children. Okay? See, the woman was old and ragged and grey, and bent with the chill of the winter's day. The street was wet with a recent snow, and the woman's feet were aged and slow. She stood at the crossing and waited alone, uncared for amid and throng of human being who passed her by, nor heeded the glance of her anxious eye. Down the street with laughter and shout, glad in the freedom of school let out, came the boys like a flock of sheep, hailing the snow peeled white and deep. Past the women, so old and grey, hastened the children on their way, nor offered a helping hand to her, so meek, so timid, afraid of stay. Lest the carriage wheels or horses' feet should crowd her down in slippery street. At last came one of the merry troop, the gayest laddie of all the group. So what does this stanza says of? So in this poem, children, we can see there is a one lady. She was trying to cross the road. Okay, that was the situation, children, where a poem was going to start. Okay, the woman was old and ragged and grey. So here Mary says that how the lady was, the woman was old. Woman in the sense a lady of the poem. The character in the poem was she was old and ragged and grey. The appearance of that woman, how it was ragged, means ragged in the sense she wore a cloth which was old and torn, okay, and grey. Grey in the sense the dress has become so much dirty. See children, when we wear dirty dress, when there is no option of changing that dress, then we have to wear, even though we cannot tolerate the dirty dress or the smell of the dress, but when we don't have any option, we have to wear it, then we have to wear only, right? So here the woman, she was old and she was wearing the cloth which was badly torn, ragged in the sense badly torn, and grey. Grey in the sense it is not the color of the cloth, it become very dirty. That dirty they have given as here grey. So the color of the dress has become grey because of the dirty, and that was the appearance. The wearing the old torn dress and dirty dress symbolized that she was old as well as she was poor, okay, and how she was looking and bent with the chill of the winter days. So she was bent in the sense almost she was shivering and she was bent like this, because the dress which she was wearing, that is not so good to cover herself from the cold, because the atmosphere already it was so much cold, okay children, and there may be a falling of snow, and she cannot tolerate that cold, and because of that cold she has become bent in the sense how much she was able to possible to cover or able to stretch in the sense she squeezed herself from the cold. Like animal you may saw children, right? They don't have dress to wear or they don't know how to protect themselves from the cold or a hot. So we may take it as God has given them a thin skin so that they can protect themselves from either from the cold or from the hot. But we have what? We have thin skin where we cannot resist either the hot or the cold. So that we will wear a cloth. Okay, before during the time of the civilization, they used to use the animal skin to protect themselves from the cold. But here the lady was so poor and she was not able to offer a cold winter dress. So that what she will do, she has become almost bent because of the cold winter. Okay, and how was the street where she was walking? The street was wet with a recent snow. So where she was walking, the street which was wet not because of the rain, it is wet because of the snow falling. Okay, the one side the atmosphere also cold children, other side where she was walking that is also cold. Both the feet also feeling cold, the body also getting a cold, and women's feet were aged and slow, and woman as I told she is old because of the weather and she was already aged. Her feet were aged and slow. She cannot walk fast. She was going very slow like a snake. Is it clear children? The woman was old and ragged and grey. She was wearing a torn and dirty dress and bent with the chill of the winter days. So she almost became bent because of the cold. It means that she was not able to tolerate the cold, and the street was wet with the recent snow, and the street would become wet where she was walking. It is wet because of the snowfall, and as she is aged she was walking very slow. Okay, she stood at the crossing and waited along. So while walking she has to now cross the road. Okay, one side she is standing children, other side she has to cross and she has to go to that side. She was waiting from the long time. Okay, see she stood at the crossing and waited along. She was waiting. She is not a blind. Okay, she just want to cross a road. She was standing on one side and trying to cross a road. alone, uncared for, amid the wrong, amid the wrong. So she was standing there and alone. She was alone there. When she while crossing the road, she was alone, uncared for. So when she was standing there, nobody was observing her or nobody was looking into her. All are doing their work. Somebody is crossing and somebody may be walking, but everybody was ignoring her. And while she was standing there, she was failed to cross the road because of the amid the throng. Amid the throng in the sense the road was almost crowded. It was full of people. Amid in the sense it is surrounded. Amid in the sense surrounded by the people. The road, it was surrounded by the people. Throng in the sense crowd. Okay. So the road is almost crowded. So she was not able to cross the road because of that crowd of human being who passed by her. So among that crowd, she was standing alone and many people crossed the road, but no human being was there to cross or to help that lady to cross the road. Is it clear? In that crowd, there was no human being who will come forward to help that lady. Nor heeded the glance of her anxious eye. See, there are so many people are there, so much of a crowd is there. Okay, among that many people, there is no one who can look that lady. No, they not even glance in the sense, they not even look that lady. Okay, what they will do? They will just pass out and they just doing their work. And nor heeded the glance. Heeded in the sense not even single look. Okay, she want to cross the road. Should we help us? No such look was also given. They just ignored her and they just passed the road. Okay. See, nor heeded the glance of her anxious eyes. What is that anxious eye? Anxious eyes in the sense worry. What is that worries? Now I want to cross the road. How to cross? So many are there. So many vehicles are there. How to cross? That worry can clearly read out from her eyes. But nobody was concentrating on that lady. Everybody ignored that lady. It happens, right children? Because you see that all are busy in their work. In such situation, there are nobody who will look your problem and who can concentrate on your problem and who will come to help you. Such things happen every now and then in our day-to-day life because we are just minding our business and we are not interfering in somebody else's matter, isn't it children? And down the street with laughter and shout, but down the street in the sense how the street was. Before only it was full of crowd. Okay, in that also down the street with laughter and shout. The road is full of laughing and shout. People talking noise, they are shouting. While when you are standing in the road, you can observe. We cannot expect them to keep quiet or be calm. Okay, there may be people talking, they are shouting, a vehicle sound. Such many things we can observe on a street. Here, when the lady was standing to cross the road, the street is full of laughter. Laughter in the sense people are talking, they are laughing and we are shouting. Glad in the freedom of school let out. Is it clear? See, glad in the freedom of school let out. Like you people. Okay? As soon as bell rang, how you will go? You are very happy. You are so glad of leaving the school. Here also same. When that lady was standing to cross the road, okay children, she was observing that it was full of crowd, so much of a noise, people are laughing and who are they are laughing? It was children. Children, they are so happy for coming out of the school. It symbolizes that it was evening time, school left, so children are happy to move to their home. Came the boys like a float of a ship. So on the street, suddenly the boys came. How the boys came? It is like a group. Float refer to group of a ship. Like a ship. Like a group ship. Correct? No. After one, other will follow. Other one was followed by another one. Like they all came in a group. So totally group came and they were crossing the road. Here, Mary, she described that there one alone lady was standing from the long time, but there are nobody to look into her problem and solve her problem. All are busy in what? Talking, laughing and shouting. So here she says that she was stood alone and there she was there for a long time, but here children came in a group. Among that group also nobody observed her. Okay, see, came the boys like a flock of sheep, hailing the snow, peeled with white and deep. How they are doing, what they are doing? They came in a group. As I told, snow was falling like a rain. Their rainfall would be their snowfall. The snow will fall. So the children, one who came out of the school, they used to take that snow and throwing on each other. Hailing in the sense welcoming. They are welcoming snow like a rain, and they used to take that snow and throwing on each other face, and they are putting the snow on each other head. That is what they are playing. That is the childishness that they will do. Okay. See, down the street with laughter and shout, glad in the freedom of school let out, came the boys like a flock of sheep, hailing the snow, peeled white and deep. Okay. Past the woman so old and great. So now also nobody looked that lady. Nobody was ready to look into that lady. They are just doing their work. They are busy or they are enjoying themselves. So past the woman so old and grey, hastened the children on their way. So the children, while there she was standing, they just making their place and they are moving from one side to another side. They didn't hit, they didn't push, they didn't drag that lady. Where she stood, there only she was. These children, they are playing on the street, they are crossing, they are making their place and they are moving that side. See, hasten the children on their way. They just move their way. They went on their way. Where she was, they ignored that lady and they moved with their work. Okay. Nor offered a helping hand to her. Nobody asked her, we are crossing the road, you want to cross along with us? Like that nobody asked. They just move on with their work. So meek, so timid, afraid to stare. See, she was expecting that out of these many people, anyone will come to help me. Why nobody was coming? She was expecting that, and she was confused that there are so many are there, why they are not looking to me? Just because I am poor or just because I am old? That question was remained in her brain, because so many times over many young people has moved, school children are moved, but nobody looked into me and nobody asked me to help. So she was so mild, she was so meek. Meek referred to mild in the sense innocent, and timid in the sense she was so much afraid how to cross the road and afraid to stare up, and she alone she cannot pass that side because she was scared. Lest the carriage be or horse feet, she was afraid to move because vehicles are coming. Carriage means in the sense passenger gadi. Now in those days they don't have rickshaw bus, they used to go in a carriage, like you may have seen bullock cart, such kind of a carriage wheel. She was afraid that I may fall on the street and that wheel may pass on me, like that she may feel. Is it clear? She will see, lest the carriage wheel or horse feet. She was scared that while crossing the road I may fall on a street and that wheel of a carriage may pass on me, or horse's feet, or she may fall down and that horse feet or the horse may step on me, like that she got scared. Is it clear? Now we is scared to pass a road. You people are well aware because you have seen what is the traffic, right children? So you are so conscious while passing a road. You are scared of what? Vehicle, bus, scooter, right? In those days, she was scared of a carriage wheel or the horse feet. Okay? Should crowd her down in the slippery street. So she was afraid that before only I am aged and the road was slippery. Why the road was slippery? Because of the snowfall. The snow got melted and it has become water. So, and as she walks very slow because of her aging, she was scared that I am become old and I cannot walk so speed or so fast. I may fall on a street because the street is wet, and as I fall, the carriage wheel may pass on me or the horse may step on me. Like that she was scared. At last came one of the merry troop. So when all such thoughts coming into her mind, one merry troop in the sense boys of a group of boys will come there. The gayest laddie of all the group. So out of all the boys, one boy will come in front of her. Okay, see, at last came one of the merry troop, the gayest laddie of all the group. So in that merry troop also all the people didn't come to help her, only one. See, the gayest laddie. Laddie is referred to lad. Lad means boy. So, gayest referred to happiest boy. There are many boys, in that one gayest, happiest boy, always laughing, caring. He will come forward. And what he will do, whether he will help that lady or like other, he to ignore that lady. That children, we are going to see in the next class. Okay? I hope this 5 stanza is clear to you. So I will finish up this class for here only, because these 5 para you have to read and you have to summarize in your own words. That's why 5 para only I took. Remaining 4 I will do in the next class, children. Very easy. You read line by line and try to summarize in your stanza. Okay, children. This is there for today class, and I will meet you in the next class with the same topic. Till then, children, take care.